Hey yo, welcome to the second episode of the Elements Pod. I am to my right, you see her, the queen is B girl. What's happening, B
Yo,
girl?
yo, yo. Elements family checking in.
Yo, what's up?
And we got my man Pooh Nate Harper. What's happening, Pooh?
Man, what's good, Jay? Big girl, how you feeling?
Hey, the Godfather, what's up?
What's happening? I appreciate the homage. What's the word? What's the word?
Hey
Man,
man,
we
it's
up
a
in here.
lovely Sunday, man. We about to get in. We're gonna talk a lot of good talk, a lot of good hip hop. We're gonna get some news. We're gonna break
Yeah.
down what it takes to be a GOAT, the GOAT criteria. We're
Woo!
gonna find out what that entails tonight.
Woo! A
Yeah.
goat. A
But
goat.
yo, before we just hop into anything, the GOAT criteria show. That's what this is, man. So I
Yeah.
know everybody has their different perspectives. This should be maybe a debatable show right here.
It can get intense over that goat talk.
Yeah, that's been the subject. That's been the subject, that spark a lot of arguments, change the course of a lot of parties and friendships, over the time. That goat talk. That goat talk. Not
Right,
easily
right,
attained.
right.
Not easily attained, though. Not easily
So
attained.
we
Right.
no, nah. You just can't call for ghosts.
Nah.
So we gonna break down that whole dynamic on that tonight, man.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. What you
But
thought
look,
might be the
I
goat
want to do this
really
real
not the
quick.
goat.
But check this out. Diaspora is worldwide, but still stands on five elements. It's DJing, MC, breaking, graffiti, and knowledge. We're here to help cultivate that soil, as you know, that hip hop was rooted in, so that this culture can continue to influence thought, trends, and social issues on a global scale. But as I said, this is the Elements Podcast. And it's a lovely Sunday evening. The weather's changing. I got my sweatshirt on. I see the B girl has her sweater on, and Pooh,
Yeah.
you rocking that fresh hoodie there, man.
Hey, hey, you see that long view, man. Yeah. Shout out to Longview, man. Shout out to DeAndre J. Harper.
That's the
With the
soil, man. That's the soil.
yeah. Yes,
Man,
sir.
shout out to
Yes, sir.
Longview.
Yeah, shout out to Longview. Long gone, but not forgotten.
There
Shout
you
out to
go.
Wabash.
There you go. Hey, what
Uh,
hey, so before we get into my first segment though, what how's y'all weekend been so far, man? What was y'all rocking to this weekend? Any dope music y'all listening to?
I'm delinquent, but I'm getting ready to get on that Conway, Big J son. I got
no.
to, I think I need to
I was
listen
hoping
to
somebody would say that.
him. Real.
Conway. Man, I'm still in there. I'm still in
Please do,
I'm,
please do. Them other boys is on it.
is that right?
Yeah. I got to
I'm
take
at
a listen.
I'm gonna have to get him a listen too. I'm still messing with them boys from D Block right now. Got my locks going, and we still feeling Nasir, Mr. Jones, the whole Kings thing. Slowly walking through that
Hmm.
thing. Slowly walking through that thing. Uh, Ghost status, ghost status.
Mines is definitely in that conversation for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
B girl, spend time with Conway, spend time with Conway, Pune, spend time with Conway when you can, man, and you'll get a deeper appreciation for that man's lyrical ability, bro, for real.
Absolutely, absolutely. Consider it done.
Yeah, I got to take a listen.
Conway, I'm on it. I'm
And
on it.
and cool. Well, let's just jump right into it. B girl, let's do this segment. What's popping?
Actual Factuals, you know what it is. We got a couple sponsors for Actual Factuals today. We got Longview Clothing representing. You know what I'm saying? Longview_clothing on IG, on the World Wide Web. That's longviewclothing.com. We also got MK Kings representing. We got, super producer E Rice, Big J Sign, Element, Sketch, Q45. That's MK Kings on Facebook, on the World Wide Web. That's MK Kings Official. Shout out to MK King. Shout out to Longview. I'm going to get right into it. This was kind of fun for me. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite, besides yo, probably my second favorite hip hop expression is word. Say
Word.
word. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? And
Say
that's
word.
what we talking about. Like
Word.
we sit in anticipation of what our favorite MC, what words they gonna use, how they gonna use them, how they gonna flip them, how they gonna spit them. So what I did, we gonna do a little virtual learning. I chose 5 vocabulary words because we talking about that top 5 tier. And it's also 5 of us elements. So I did 5 vocabulary words. I chose 5 vocabulary words, and I wanted to be said that this is not my criteria. These words that I chose are not my criteria for top 5. But I thought, they were, related to the subject matter, the GOAT criteria. So, and I also assigned each of us a word. I'll tell y'all which word I assigned everybody in a minute. But let me see. Hip hop has been known to take a known word and totally just give it its own definition. We know that. And even make up its own word, make up new vocabulary, like whole new words into the, English language, slang. Hip hop does that on a regular basis. So shout out to hip hop, the MVP.
No doubt.
Now the 5 words that I chose, number was great. And then there's lyricist. That was number 2. The 3rd word is word. The 4th word is classic. And the 5th word is master. And I'm going to just run through the definitions of each one right quick. Each word has a lot of different definitions, but I snatched the ones out that I thought was relevant to this GOAT talk, okay? So, okay, the word great, being much above average in magnitude, intensity, importance, remarkably adept or proficient. And this was like the definition of great that I really like: particularly favored, much used, or repeated. I thought that was kind of dope. The second word was lyricist, and I want to speak on this word for just a hot second. Shout out to David Banner for the game, but IST, we put IST on the end of a word to signify somebody has mastered that particular discipline. Lyricist, artist, pianist, gymnast, racist. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind. A lyricist is a composer or singer of lyrical poetry. The 3rd word is word, and word is that which is said, a brief remark or expression, a declaration, promise, as he pledged himself on his word to be present, an order or command. In the plural, like words, is verbal contentions or dispute. Words means an articulate sound or series of sounds which symbolizes and communicates an idea, the smallest unit of speech that has meaning when taken by itself. Word. Classic, that was the 4th word. Of or relating to the first class or rank, especially in literature and art. A work, especially in literature or art, of the highest class and of acknowledged excellence. The last one, word master. We see one who uses or controls at will anything inanimate as to be the master of one's time. A victor, as in a contest. A workman so proficient as to follow his trade independently and teach apprentices to rule or direct. And then 1, especially an artist who has attained great skill in the use of his or her discipline. So them was my 5 words. You know, actually, factually, I'm trying to stay away from my own opinion on this because, man, I say that for the conversation, but actually, factually, we got where we go? We got great lyricist, word, classic, master, and them are all things that we say when we talking about the GOATs and being top 5. So now I couldn't help myself. I assigned great to myself, you know what I'm saying, and don't even front. Don't even front on me. I just couldn't help it. No, but I gave myself great. I gave lyricist to Big J Son, the Don. He got the lyricist. Word goes to Q45 because when we say it in hip hop, we, you know, in agreement of something that which is true, you know, word. So that's big. That's big Q45. Classic. I gave classic to Reg, and I gave master to the Godfather. You know what I'm saying? Teaching the apprentices. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Appreciate that.
I gave master to Pune. But that's my spiel for actual and factually just a few words. That's all we that's all we waiting on from our favorite MC is some words. So
Absolutely. I think you touched them all.
Nice.
Touched them all.
Hey, and in those words, I think you hit the nail on the head. To be a GOAT, to qualify as a GOAT, all those words must fall under you. Must those
like total package.
said about you in some form or fashion, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was really kind of astounded. You think you know the meaning of a word, but I learned some stuff.
Always in learn mode. Always in learn mode.
Yeah.
Always in learn mode.
That's dope.
Yeah. I
that's
like
dope,
that.
big girl. You had me write stuff. You know, we use these words every day with knowing the true definition of them. So I appreciate getting the lyricist one though. I thank you for that.
Hey, no problem. You know what I'm saying? The
man, you script. Word. So look,
fits right.
we gonna keep it pushing. We got it fits right, man, like a new shoe. It fits right like a new shoe.
Right.
Word up. So check this out. Pune, brother Pooh.
Yes, sir.
What is a GOAT? What is a GOAT to you?
Whew. So I break it down into a few different categories before I anoint somebody GOAT. So the first thing is impact. Did they impact more than just their own particular fan base? What is their reach? Namely their peers first, and then the culture at large. So as an example, you have a piece of artwork like by the DOC, and I think across the board all his peers would agree that his single body of work, that one particular body of work that he put out, is great, worthy of classic status. So he has that impact across the genre, his peers, but moving on, because we're going to go down the list and check boxes, and guys should check as many of the boxes as possible. to be considered GOAT, if not checking all the boxes. So he checks the box, for instance, with having an impact on his peers. I'm not so sure outside of the culture he made an impact, or even that particular body of work made an impact. So then when I go from impact, I look at um, range. I look at range of the artists. Are they just, artists is doing the jingly, or do, they dip their hand into the social politics around them? Do they dip into the dance genre a little bit? Do they get lyrical? Can they show that range to do all those things? I think it said, at the beginning of hip hop, and most guys, especially coming out of New York in particular, but you want to touch those five elements, kind of like the five boroughs. You want to have a bit of all of these things in your repertoire. So for me, I need guys to check those boxes. So, once again, first box is impact. Second is range. Do they have the ability and subject matter appeal to a broader base, a broader audience? So that's range. Kind of like a vocalist. You see some vocalists that can sing, but they don't have Whitney Houston range. But they can sing. They just don't have Whitney Houston range. Um,
Yeah.
then MC. I put this right in the middle. MC. Can they move the crowd? I think when we talk MC is for move the crowd. It's no mistake that early on with Eric B and Rakim, that was the thing about move the crowd. Can you move the crowd? Because that's what MC did. Their rhymes wasn't always lyrical feats, a la Nas or Black Thought, or some of the brothers that's really talented lyrically, wasn't always lyrical. They just moved the crowd. Can they keep the crowd in tune to what they saying? Is the beat catchy? The words catch up? They had that R to keep everybody entertained, immersed in the cultural moment. So that's MCing. Not every artist out there is an MC. Some are just artists. But that brings me to the next subject, which is artistry. Are there what type of artists are they? I think you have some that have been great writers. A la Pac probably is a great writer. I think Drake is a great writer, and I think he's an artist. I think he's an artist. He's a true artist. Meaning you're not gonna put him into one little box, about being lyrical or making just dance music or just music for the party, whatever. He touches a lot of different genres. He touches a lot of the boxes. He checks them off. I think so. When I think of artists, I think of him in that light as well. And that's four. The fifth one is your lyrical content. It means something, but I think with all the categories above, lyrics are in there somewhere. But do that mean that you have to be real slick with the metaphors? Nah, you don't have to be real slick with the metaphors. Wordplay, I think you can put it all in a bowl and stir it up. But I know there are some guys, once again, that are great lyricists, but they're not great artists. Or they're great lyricists and great artists, but they can't MC. They can't move the crowd at all. Or they don't have that range. So for me, they need to check all those boxes. And lastly, I'm going to go honorable mention with, and I think I'm just going to put this back up there with impact / sales. Sales is a misguided matrix to measure, hip hop, because right now everything is streamed. So you look at YouTube and you see a particular artist with 280 million views. I don't know how that equates to platinum, double platinum, or this and this and that, but I think Lil Baby just went double platinum this year and worthy. So I mean, he had some hits this year. So but sales just a little bit. I put sales in there with that impact and that reach. Have they been able to reach out more than just your 150, 250,000 listeners that normally would buy your CD. Most artists, I think, when they come out, are probably going to sell 250,000 CDs, or 250,000 streams or some sort. The record company is going to make sure that many get out there regardless. But do they have the ability to go beyond that? So for me, when I get to thinking GOAT, I have some different categories that kind of eliminate, some guys. Not to say none of the guys that don't make it or whatever are not great artists and then, because I think they all are, and I appreciate all their work. It's good music, but I'm real careful about putting GOAT on people. You know what I'm saying? I'm real careful about it. So that's GOAT for me. That's GOAT for me.
Yeah, that's real loud.
Okay.
What about you, good brother?
Yeah. Everything you touched on, I would have to agree. I would have to agree. Now, for me, all of those make sense to me in the game. They start. Where did they broaden their scope at?
Yes.
When I think about that, I think about cats like Ice Cube. He's a perfect example of the growth and maturation and how he impacted the game lyrically, musically, and even on political aspect as well. So the growth factor, how sales, not too much. I'm not. Some of the dopest MCs and some of the illest lyricists ain't sold a lot of albums.
This is true. This is very, very true.
Yeah.
Some of them never even heard of platinum, right?
Yeah, exactly. Unheard of, a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Roundup coming
exactly. Yeah. We got 4-5 entering the building. You got your brothers like there you go. 4-5. What's happening?
Peace. Live from El Paso, Texas. Hey, I'm gonna be in and out for a second, but I'm here. Hold it down.
Peace, God, body.
All right, what's up, 4-5?
Peace, God. Peace, Almighty. Hey, I'll talk to you. I'll be on in a second.
Okay, then.
All right. But like I said, some of the dopest artists and some of the cats that I would consider the best in the game aren't the ones that are getting those platinum plaques all the time they come out. And they still are considered sometimes underground artists.
Yeah.
But in all aspects, the words great, lyricist, word, classic, master, impact, they range, the artistry, all of those are good ingredients to build the GOAT MC. Now, who's a GOAT? Let's talk about that. Who's a GOAT?
Yeah.
And why?
So
this is where it might get heated at.
Right.
You go first.
We're talking names. So I'll tell you what. if it obliges everybody, I'm gonna start with one that might be real neutral. Because Red's not on here. Red's not on here right now. So we're gonna start with something a little neutral. So me myself, when I think of GOAT, I think there's a lot of guys that come to mind, but I think one guy in particular that I think the respect is there from his peers. I think he checked all the boxes, to be honest. But you know, I'm not sure if everybody really recognized, what we're in the presence of. And that's Brad. That's Brad Jordan. That's Scarface, right? Um, Lyrics, he got those.
Indeed.
Impact, I think his impact is felt, from his peers down to the culture. I mean,
Yeah.
we seen what he did, mixing in with Ice Cube, Master P, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas. I mean, he's been on records and been in the booth with the quote unquote goats.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of us, would say that, hey, Face came out with the short end of the stick. I think we'd be lying to ourselves. Always delivered. Matter of fact, I mean, even got Face with Cool G rap. So Face crossed a lot of genres, a lot of age
You
groups.
got faced with Pimp C too.
You got Face
You
with
got
Pimp
faced
C.
with Pimp C too.
Yeah, Pimp C. You got Face with nephew Luda. Um, Devin the Dude. I mean, Face touch it all. Face touch it all.
And,
So
and
Yeah, we get
face
a lot of
and face
respect.
help he put other people on too. He
yeah,
put other people on. I think that's an important thing to be a GOAT too, that you
absolutely.
put other people on. Whereas it shows that you and your greatness, you influence someone enough to bring them into the forefront and allow them to be great as well. You
Yeah.
know, but I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No, no,
into your
not at all.
demonstration, brother.
Hey, that was the alley oop, man. That was the alley oop, man. Yeah,
Uh,
Face. I mean, he embodies that, man. You know what I'm saying? Face embodies that goat, in my opinion. You talk about content. Uh, he give it to you, give you a little lyrical wordplay. Definitely always reach back and pay homage to the hip hop before him, the artists and different things before him. We talked about how he bridged, with different other artists. I don't think there's a box that he don't check. Um, and we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait till the brother's 60 or in the dirt to feel comfortable about knowing him as one of the goats easily. Um, I always tell folks, if I'm in a debate or I'm talking as in this forum, and somebody say, "Hey, Scarface the greatest of all time," no arguments, no arguments. You know,
Mm,
I think his body of work speak for itself.
I concur. I
yeah.
concur on that. He is definitely a goat.
Yes,
He's
sir.
definitely a goat.
You
I'm,
know,
I'm tapping. I'm tapping in late, so I don't know who didn't win or whatever the case may be, and I don't want to. I don't want to play out a turn.
right? Absolutely,
well,
absolutely.
4-5. I mean, 4-5. I mean, since you're here, we kind of went around and discussed criteria. So, I mean, I think it's all in all fairness to the crew and to everybody listening and watching. What's the criteria for a goat in your eyes, in your opinion? What's the criteria of goat status?
Okay. Um, Criteria for GOAT status. So a lot of people they like to base it on lyrics and lyrics alone almost, but I think that lyrics are a part of that. I totally agree with that. However, it takes more than just that. You have to embody. First of all, you have to embody the phrase master of ceremony. You have to embody mic controller. You have to be able to perform. Do you not only have
That
lyrics,
was something
but
said, definitely.
do your lyrics actually impact people's emotions? Does it make people move? Does it motivate?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Is your music a go-to for people to go to when they in a certain mood or whatever the case may be? Um, are you that? Like I have several examples of goats, so I might go if we're in the conversation, I'm gonna weave in and out on people. Um, I'll take a guy like say KRS One for an example.
yes,
KRS is lyrical, no doubt. He's a trendsetter. Um, and his performance is off the chain. Period. Like it's a lot of people that can rap and rap and rap and rap, but you go see him in person to perform, and they show just suck. Like it's like they just stand on stage, standing in one spot rhyming. I'm
Lip
like,
lip
yo,
syncing.
yeah, I could have stayed at home and listened to your CD or streamed your music.
Straight up. And come
You
to the
feel
show to
me?
hear you lip sync some rap lyrics. Man, what's
Yeah,
up?
especially it's something that moves me.
Right.
I've seen performances. I've seen performances in the past few years, like at the BET Awards. Like somebody will have the number one hot song, right? And I'm thinking that this performance is gonna be out to this world. And they get up there and they performance is terrible. Like they just barely walking on the stage. I'm like, yo, you on stage high, zooted out your mind. You got the hottest song. The whole crowd should be going up right now, but they don't know how to work it.
Right.
So it's got to be your lyrics, and then longevity, longevity. If you can be in this game for decades, and still have the same effect, and still have the respect of not just your core audience, but you still have other generations that say, "Yo, this guy, this girl, they do their thing." You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yo, you can't get around that. And especially if you like, some of the ghosts have battled, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have lasted. You had Nas and Jay-Z battle each other. There's not, that's arguably they're both goats.
Right.
And they still and they went in on each other. But they were able to still be successful after the battle. Like near one of them were able to put the other one out of the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? People thought Nas shut Jay Z down. People think Jay Z shut Nas down. But you see that they both still put out music, and people still gravitate to it. You know, it's not too many people that do it. You have people that's been flashing and paying rappers, and nobody talks about their stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Nobody nobody mentions them in any conversation. Or they bring up an old song and they be like, I forgot about that. I forgot about dude because they're not a goat.
All right.
They're not a goat. They're not the greatest of all time.
Now.
They don't, what I'm saying? Like in my personal opinion, is to sum it up really honestly, when I listen to your music, for me to consider you a goat, and this is honestly, I have had to have cried to like one or two of your songs for me to say, yo, I'm serious. I would have to have had shed a tear off of one or two of your songs, and
Word.
it's just, yeah, you have to hit me like that for me to consider you to go. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. And like you were mentioning, like brother Pooh, you was mentioning Scarface.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some Scarface songs like,
You
yo,
know?
Scarface's verse on This Can't Be Life.
Ah,
Come on, man.
come on,
Come
man.
on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man. Uh, what else? What else? What's my song?
Now I feel you.
Now I Feel You. And it's one from the Fix. Uh,
Oh, with Kelly Price?
One Day. One
Oh,
Day.
one day. Yeah.
One Day, One Day. The one with Faith, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I,
Yeah. Killed it.
you get that feeling.
Yeah.
When I hear, what I'm saying, when I hear Moment of Truth by Gangstar,
Yeah.
that yeah, Guru's a goat to me. When I
Yeah.
hear almost any Tupac song, Tupac's a goat. I have got to have had, yeah, period. That's it. That's it. You have to hit me emotionally for me
Yeah.
to feel that way. Otherwise, you can just rap real good, and that's
Right.
that.
Right. You're an artist.
No.
You're entertaining me, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
I
mm,
have to
mm.
feel you.
Yeah.
I have to feel you, and yeah, that's
That's
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's deep. That's heavy. That's heavy.
I have to
I
feel
feel
you.
you.
That's
I
it.
feel you.
that's strong. That's strong. I think
Yeah.
that that falls under impact.
Hey,
Yes.
that's
The
why I
artists
gave
that you
you five,
spoke of had an
5 words.
impact on you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Word.
Mm, word. So I threw Face out
Word.
there. Uh,
Impact.
who's another? Who's another? We come up with some of the criteria, or what we feel is the criteria. Who's somebody else that you feel uh maybe don't quite get the recognition as a GOAT, maybe, or they are a GOAT. Who's another one? Besides, let me say this. Who's another GOAT besides, I think, the
I don't know, about
consensus
9:15,
about,
something like that.
particulars? We know Pac is definitely a GOAT. We'll have to debate. We know Jay is in that conversation, Nas, um, but who are some of the others that, you might feel, and they just don't quite get their due. They don't quite get their due. You're gonna have circles, those of us that really appreciate the art and the culture that'll say, phrase. But who else? Who else?
I think because of like media stuff and just kind of where things are right now, I think he kind of fallen off people's radar. But I put Kanye West up there with one of the greats.
Yeah. When Ye is on his mark, when Ye
Yeah,
is on his mark,
yeah,
Ye can do many wonderful things. I mean, he is a
Yeah.
very talented young man, an incredible artist. I think his impact is right. I think he can be a great MC. I think his lyrics, can come through. He could actually check all the boxes.
yeah.
I mean,
Emotional, he gets you. You know,
Yeah.
emotionally, he hit you. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know of no other
Oh
dude.
yeah.
This dude put Jesus in the
Yeah.
club. That's a feat. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
don't know of no other person that really
Word.
done that like that.
Not,
Word.
not many, not many would be able to do it. Not many
Yeah,
have.
not many
Not
will be
many.
able to pull
Not
it. You can
many.
pull it off. Yeah.
Nah, nah. You probably
So
have to wake up to dead.
I think I had like creativity, delivery,
You got
subject
to think
matter,
about.
showmanship, music
Uh,
production, and beat. I think he fit all of them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I got my ones who I favor, and they heavy in a couple of the categories. But like for go, they got to like I said, they got to be the full package. They got to check all the boxes.
right,
Like I
right.
think like Travis Scott, for instance, great
Sure.
showmanship. You know what I'm saying? Subject matter, to me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
It, it,
It hit and miss, but yeah, you got to check all the boxes to
What
be a GOAT.
so, what do you think
what
about
about
artists being
okay.
able to cross like generations? Because you say like Travis Scott, right? And I love Travis Scott. I like his whole movement, everything he's doing. Um, I'm not sure he's trying to have like lyrically acclaimed,
Right.
songs or material per se, but how much weight do you give to the artist that's able to cross, from the 2010s generation and culture to the 2000 and teens or 20s generation and culture? Like, uh, I
Man,
can't,
I big them up. If you can
yeah,
do that, that is no easy feat. Crossing generational, gaps.
yeah,
That's not easy.
I think that's a must that you have to do. Case in point,
absolutely,
with Nas on King's Disease and the song that he has the young and who is that, G Herbo?
Yeah.
No, Lil Dirt.
Little Dirk, he got a little Dirk on that, yeah,
Lil
yeah,
Durk, Lil Durk.
And then you got Fabio and ASAP Ferg on
The
Spicy.
fact that he can reach out and, and a, right. I think as a goat, you have to be able to touch the young cats coming up, as well as feed the cats that's been following, and do it in a way where you're not changing yourself to sound like you 2020 with the young cats, but you still fit in the mold of who you are, and you ain't changing up nothing. You know what I
right,
mean? Like that was I think Nas hit the mark on King's Disease, having them brothers on there and showing that, hey, I can reach out to the younger audience and still get the respect that I get with my people, still cross that generational line and get the new. That's That's a must.
Yeah, it really is. I think
Yep.
E40 said it a long time ago. E40 said something like, "Hey, me and you, I think he was talking, about the 8 ball MJG, mashup they did, but he was like, man, I'm coming from out here, the Yay area. These guys represent the South. They mash up. Now the people in the South know about, 40, and the people out West know about 8 ball MJG. You get the cross in that mix, and it work out. Nas did a great job on this CD, doing that. I mean, he got Big Sean on there. That Replace Me track is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
it is.
uh,
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, he didn't change his style. He didn't
No.
change his
Yeah.
style. He got on the new age track, brought that same classic delivery,
But he
with
also
some newer guys that endure him to them for a long time to come.
and I think that's important to do as an elder statesman, Nas being an elder statesman. I think it's important to do because that's gonna solidify him in GOAT status for one, for the simple fact that you're an older guy in the game who is actually um, reaching out to the younger guys.
Yeah,
You work on a whole project with a younger producer in Hit Boy, whereas you know some of the purists, the hip hop purists, are probably like, when is Nas gonna do the whole joint with DJ Premier? You know what I'm saying? Because they want to hear that growth, and he bring that young energy and still get down and don't sound dated whatsoever.
right.
Like, and show guidance to these guys too. You know what I'm saying? And make people that
Yeah,
are have been his fans for
Hmm.
years have to think that's important. Like some people may not have ever listened to Lil Durk. You know,
agree.
like some people may not have ever listened to Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Or Ferg or Fabio. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, but they hear it on there
Exactly.
like,
Right.
you know what, he ain't half
Right.
bad. And I think that's
Yeah.
important. But that makes a goat. That makes a goat too. That you are
Hmm.
that you grow in the culture. You still keep your significance, but you still grow in the culture and you influence the culture. You know what I'm saying? You add on.
Yeah,
You add
it's,
on,
it's
plain and
it's
simple.
necessary. It's
And you keep the
necessary.
360. You keep the 360 going.
Yeah, don't, like you see it in hip hop, you see it across just a lot of different, industry or whatever, but the older, get to looking back at their time and saying, well, man, it was like this, it was like this, it was like that, and this new thing is not what it used to be. Of course, it's not what it used to be, but that new thing, that new group, that new genre still need to be pulled and showed how to have longevity in this. Like Nas, Snoop, J. They got a lot to teach these young artists that's coming into the game right now. Even if they making, in some cases, like some of these guys, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 million a year. That can
Yeah.
all be real fleeting. You know what I'm saying? They should, if they
Right.
don't think so, all they got to do is go holler at, Hammer. I mean, it could be real fleeting. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the
Yeah.
mashup,
Mm.
with them is necessary. The
Mm.
older MCs, they owe it to reach back to them guys. The young guys don't always have to reach out to them to show that they respect them or pay homage. Like, you're an old head in the game, you're OG. Go reach out. Go reach out. I mean, you still
That's
know
it.
how to ride a beat. You know what I mean? Get in the studio with that young man,
There
and
you
I
go.
think that's what you got with Nas and Lil Durk and Big Sean and Snoop and Young
Yeah.
Boy them.
And yes, yeah, throw Snoop in there because
Yeah,
Snoop has been one of them guys that does it. Like, he definitely has been messing with the younger guys, and getting on the younger guys beats,
oh
and
yeah,
Snoop has put mad people on.
true
He's
story. I
getting
mean, he
people,
he helped introduce the world to
co-sign.
Nip, right?
Uh yeah, in a way, yeah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And and Nip was supposed to play Snoop in the Pac movie.
In the Pac movie, right?
But but at the end of the day, if he would have
Right.
did
Right.
that, he wouldn't have been Nip. Everybody like, oh, that's the ninja that plays Snoop.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right.
we probably wouldn't have looked. And he's in the short time that he's
Right.
been there.
Right.
He's a goat. He's a goat. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's no arguing with that. He's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because of just again
The influence and
the
the impact.
influence,
And emotional.
Oh.
emotional.
See, you know,
Yo, the
now
song
you know what? I ain't gonna even
Crenshaw,
lie
With
to you,
any
the
man.
emotion,
song
yeah.
Crenshaw,
Hey, I
the
love
song
Crenshaw, but
Crenshaw.
yeah, I
I,
can't put that.
I hey,
I can't put that on him. No, Q. I can't put that on him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
he,
I'll be
he a
remiss
GOAT.
if I
He
sit
a
here and
GOAT.
say, yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
no,
Let's
no, okay, good.
let's
Let's debate it.
let's get to it.
Let's
Let's get to
let's
the
Yep, here it
debate
debate.
it.
goes.
This is what I
Here it
want to
goes.
see.
This
Let's get to
this
the
Here it
now
debate.
goes.
this is what makes great content. I
Here it
love it.
goes.
I love it. So
Oh man.
why is he not a GOAT?
Okay,
Why is he
so
not a GOAT? Okay, so let me say this. Let me say this. Why is he not a GOAT? Well, hold on, bro. Let me say this.
okay,
Why is he Biggie had and he was
he cut. He
how
cut.
You breaking up. You
He
breaking up.
breaking
You're gonna
up.
have to repeat that.
But
Repeat
you
it.
know what? Considering the conversations we have, and I'm
okay.
knowing, I believe maybe what you're saying is why isn't he a GOAT when I think we loosely have anointed maybe somebody like Big, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Biggie
so
made two albums in his time,
Now, same amount of time. Yeah.
and
here's the news flash.
he died. But everybody say he's the greatest rapper. But then when I
Right,
say,
right.
"Hey, Nipsey's a goat," no, hell no. Why? Why
Hey, you
not?
know what?
What
I'm a,
ain't his body of work? His body of work is even larger than Biggs. Is that not? Am I
and that's
right
a
in
fact.
that?
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Hey, that's
hey,
facts.
for me, for
That's
me,
factual.
and I won't be too biased for real, but for me, I don't put Big in that conversation with some of the others that we mentioned before because of that very thing right there. You talk about body of work, unfortunately, due to no fault of maybe of his own or whatever the case may have been or whatever. But I mean, he just don't have a lot. I mean, if you take Ready to Die, for instance, and I know there's some hip hop heads, somebody might make a comment here or there, whatever, whatever. But anyway, you take, Ready to Die in its purest form, Ready to Die, it's a good CD. In its
Yeah.
remix form, it's a great CD. Maybe worthy of gold status in its remixed form. You know what I'm saying? But go back and listen to the original version. So I do put Nip in that category with Big, and I put them in honorable mention time, because time. Life was a little unfair. Situation, is as what it was. They didn't get that chance to have that body of work. You know, like the DOC. You know what I mean? One album and it was great, and I thought he was on the way to gold status, but he just got one. And I cannot put him, as much as I love him and admire and all this and this. I can't put him in the same category with guys that got 15
Yeah,
studio albums.
but
You
but
know?
DOC wrote the Chronic too.
He
He
wrote the
wrote some
Chronic.
of the Chronic too.
That's right. And Murder
Hmm.
was the
The
case as
thing,
well. I mean, so I can't.
this
That's
the
why I'm reluctant with Nip.
this the
Not that he's
thing.
not
This
a
the
great artist.
thing.
You know, they kind of
Look,
like,
you can have a classic album,
yeah,
but you're not a GOAT.
yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah,
Yes.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
Devin the Dude, that's my man's, right? Devin the Dude got a classic album. But I don't think
Yeah,
Devin
go
looked
to
to be
me,
a lyrical goat. You know what I'm saying?
man, man,
So what makes
man.
Devin a
Hey,
GOAT to you, Q?
because of how he. Hey, listen, you got to to know Devin is to love Devin. Okay,
Period.
his material. Okay, I think of when I got introduced to Devin, I was a young man into worldly things. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and Devin made that sound very good. But the thing is that he could spit stuff the way he bit. Here's the thing: he could put it to you and just a relatable form. It's not like I'm Devin. I'm sitting up here. I'm rapping like you got a lot of rappers that talk about. Oh, I'm you know what I'm saying. I'm taking your woman. I'm having sex with your woman. You know, you a bum. Da 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 da. Right? Devin is in the pocket, like making it seem like that's your homeboy that's sitting here in the car with you riding and telling you, and y'all having a conversation about life. You know what I'm saying? And he just and his uniqueness. He's a go in his own way. Like some people when
Yes.
they say to go, when I'm putting gold on people that that influenced me. I don't care what everybody else in the world say because when you had a go conversation, always people say, "Oh yes, it's Jay Z, Nas, Biggie, Rakim, you know, Pac." The same names come up. I think those names got to get that's cemented. People already know they
Right.
ghosts. So when you
Right.
have these conversations, you can't even bring them up.
Right.
Start talking about the people like you know what I'm saying. Like talk about LL. First and foremost, let me say this: the term GOAT was spawned by LL because his
LL
album was
stamp
called Greatest of All
go.
Time. So so you
There you
cannot say
go.
he
There
not
you
a GOAT.
go.
You wouldn't have GOAT. You wouldn't have the word GOAT if you didn't have LL. So stop playing.
Hey,
So anyway,
and it should be no debate. It should be no debate from nobody about that man's GOAT status. Like, it shouldn't even be
no,
debatable.
no,
You know, I mean,
no,
for
no.
real. He checked all the boxes, created a couple more boxes. You know what I'm saying? Drake not in that
Yeah,
lane that he in if it's not for Cool J.
man. Yeah, he made it cool. He made it
Right.
cool to rap to the women. He made
Period.
it cool. And you still could come around on the next record and you could crush all MCs
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and tear up all the microphones and
Right.
yeah.
still have this.
He'll jack the Ripper you in a hurry.
Yeah. And then he had, and he had all the, he was doing all that. He still had like all the guys like Alpo and Rich Porter, you know what I'm saying? Like rocking with him, like riding, like putting him in the car, ride with him, like, yeah, this LL.
Hey,
So you
if
got your street credibility is there.
Street cred,
right,
yeah.
That's the
for real.
range.
Did
Yeah.
many guys did many
That's
guys want
that's
it with that
that's
guy either, man?
that's
Did
the
many
range we
guys
was
want it with
talking
that guy?
That's
about.
range.
Yeah, that's that
Yes,
range.
sir.
That's that range.
Yes, sir. So no denying. LL's a GOAT?
He's a goat.
Okay. All right.
He's a goat.
But
He's a goat.
but Nipsey's not. But Nipsey's not.
Well, you know what? I tell you what.
I'm gonna get
I
into
tell
it.
you what. I'm not gonna call him goat. But how about this? I'll concede to goats plural. Some of the great, you know what I mean. You got goat, like you said, those guys that we don't even have to discuss no more. Then you got goats. You know, some of the guys the greatest of all times. You know what I mean? They fit in that
Yeah.
category. You know, Muhammad Ali is the GOAT, you know, but Mike Tyson is one of the greatest of all times. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
concede that he's definitely one of the best MCs to ever come around for sure.
Hey,
But
Mike finna tear Roy Jones up too. Watch.
yeah,
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it all.
Roy better sit down,
Roy,
man.
Hey,
Roy
Yo,
hey,
scared.
that 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 fight is mysteriously gonna stop before it happens. Watch.
Yeah, I can't see it, man. If he's smart, ain't enough money for him to take that fight at this time. Dude, you 51, and Mike still look like he hitting harder than a brick. So yeah, let that
man,
be,
Mike
man.
look like he ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, let
Yeah.
that be. Let that be. Let that be.
Yeah. And
Let that be.
Mike gonna fight that fight like it's 89. You know what I'm saying? 88,
Right,
89.
right.
He really think it's like, you know what I'm saying, like 5 belts on the line. And you
For
ain't gonna
real.
tell him it's not.
Mm.
For
You ain't gonna
real.
tell him it's not.
For
He's like, oh
real.
yeah, I'm training for this fight. I don't care who gets
Knock
in the
it
ring.
off.
I'm gonna
Knock,
kill him. I'm gonna
Right.
kill
knock
him.
it off.
Straight up.
Hey, you talking? Hey, Mike been kinder, gentler, Mike. He done been kinder, gentler, Mike for some years now. So he
Uh,
ready to unleash the beast.
all
You know what
right
I'm
then.
saying?
All right.
It's gonna happen. It's
Straight
gonna
up.
happen. He gonna smack Roy Jones' head off, and that's that. But we digressing though, y'all.
Hey, it's all, you know what? It's all hip hop. It's all hip hop. That's all culture. That's all culture.
That's a
It's
fact.
all
Who's
it.
somebody else?
Hey,
Who's another one? So we got
hey, but
Ye, we got Scarface, we got honorable mentions.
You got
Oh, wait.
so you ain't gonna do that, bro.
He
Stop doing
charged me
that.
for honorable mention. He
Stop
charged me for
playing,
honorable
bro.
mention, Q.
I'm gonna
Oh
get at you
no, man.
offline, G. I'm
No
gonna get off
doubt,
here.
no doubt.
No, but we got LL.
We got
I think
LL.
we mentioned KRS-One.
We got the Blastmaster
Hey,
KRS-One.
Chuck D.
Oh,
Put Chuck D in there, man. That's great.
you
Please
got
do.
to. You
Please
got
do.
to.
Yeah.
Please
That
do.
voice.
Oh,
That
yes,
voice.
Michael, like
indeed,
move the crowd,
indeed.
boy. I'm
Hey,
telling you.
listen, seriously.
That
This
voice.
is a serious question. Has there ever, you know what I mean, all the greats, is there anybody with a greater delivery than Chuck D?
That's on my list, man.
Man,
Delivery. That braggadocio, that confidence. You know what I'm
I
Anybody?
saying?
I
Anybody with a greater
refuse to
delivery?
lose. Here's your
Someone
ticket. Here
to
the
the
drummer
drummer get
get
wicked.
wicked. Come on, man.
Man,
Yeah.
my
Bass.
98
I'm
was
gonna
playing
pass
on the
Even
go.
his
radio.
style,
Yeah.
Chuck
Yeah.
D's
Still
style was not your regular like bar, you know, one bar rhymes, two bar rhyme. His style was his style.
Yeah.
Nobody rhymes like Chuck D, man.
No.
No.
Yeah,
And half
his
the time
rhyme
Chuck
scheme.
didn't even rhyme, man. Let's be real about
Yeah,
this shit.
Yeah.
yeah, his rhyme scheme was crazy. And
Yeah.
you're right, Jay. Like sometimes he wouldn't rhyme, but what got him over was that voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Gangstar has a song called
Unmistakable.
Guru. Yeah, exactly. Gangstar got a song. Guru said mostly voice that keeps you up, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got think about it. You know what I'm saying? You think about all the MCs that have a distinctive voice. You know what I'm saying? Chuck D being one. Shit, I'll even say Be Real from Cypress Hill. When
Yeah.
he
Very
raps, you know
distinctive.
it's him.
Very
You know what I'm
distinctive.
saying?
Snoop, Drake.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Drake has a distinctive voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DMX, a goat.
Yeah.
DMX, a goat.
Yeah.
He has a
Yeah.
distinctive voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So distinct
Yeah.
that people say that he said that other people were trying to sound like him, but it's his voice though.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Right. What about
But Chuck got that for sure.
Chuck? No doubt, Chuck.
Yeah.
What about the boy,
this
man?
this
What about the
this
boy? You know, getting away from some of the real lyrics. What about David Myers? What about Heavy D?
Rest in peace.
mm,
Rest in peace, man. Dwight Myers. Dwight Myers.
he made it
White
I don't know
viral.
if I
Myers.
would put him as GOAT.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Longevity. He
He
got that. You know, heavy came in '86 too. You know,
got that.
so
And he made it cool. We're like, okay, put it like this. You had the Fat Boys. Everybody was like, thought, you know what I'm saying? They thought they was like a comedy act for a minute, right? You got all
right.
these three big dudes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just think, their music was dope, but people was looking at them like, a comedy act. But when Heavy D came in, he made it like, yeah, I'm a big dude, but I'm smooth. I can get the party rocking. I can dance like all you skinny dudes, and I'm fly. You can't
Yeah.
stop me. And my music is loved by the women, the dudes, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I remember,
Impact, man.
hey, I
Range.
remember when Big Time came out. You know what I'm saying? No, we got our own thing. When that jump came out, hey, every brother I knew that had a system in their car, and they was street dudes too. They was
Yeah.
bumping that jump.
Yeah.
They was bumping that jump. They rock with Heavy. They rock with Heavy D.
Yeah.
Heavy D is a goat. I'm sorry.
No
I'm
diggity, no
sorry.
doubt. And I agree with
My
you
book.
True,
100% that
true.
you know what I'm saying? He made the big boys, look good or whatever. I still don't know if I would put Heavy as a GOAT though. I mean, it's just he lacking something for me. I think on the on the lyrical side. It's just something missing. And hey, I was there for it all. We got
Right.
our own thing. I was there. Dance galore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know. I don't
So
know.
he gets that honorable mention with Nip
Yeah.
then, right?
He get that honorable mention. Now his reach, like you
Right.
said, his reach, strong, respect, strong as far as being a master, teaching, you know what I'm saying, being an apprentice to the young brothers, strong. He check a lot of boxes. I don't know about he honorable mention for me.
Okay,
Heavy
that's
D
work.
is. You
That's
know what I'm
work.
saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's work.
Yeah, I would have to agree because if we talking about something like that, then you might as well say MC Hammer is a GOAT. But you know, it's one of them
Yeah,
things
go there.
like how did they impact the game?
Hey,
Yeah, okay.
I gave Heavy D
How did they
honorable
impact
mention
the
too.
game? What was they? What,
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I
But
know,
but
man. I know.
but 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 Jay, I just heard
but
what you
I
said,
wouldn't I wouldn't
and you
I
was
wouldn't
I just
And
yeah I just heard what
this Jason agree with me.
Yeah. So
yeah. You know what though? You know what? You know what though? You know what though? But see, here's the thing with the GOAT thing, right? It's always gonna be tailored to the individual. We
sure.
all are human beings. We all have our own minds, and we're all gonna feel a different way. I just feel in my opinion, and I think Brother Pune feel the same way. Heavy D's a goat because Pooh brought
Yeah.
him up, so he must think he a goat. I
Yeah.
definitely think he go like
I think it's important to the
Hey,
culture,
look,
man.
Dan called him
know what I'm saying, but
by his government
B
name too.
B
Yeah. Yeah. For real, didn't
yeah,
I?
but B girl came in. B girl came in and took it and just smeared it all on the screen like nope, nope. It's an honorable mention. Get that out of here.
Hey, and you know what? The facts support her.
no
The facts
I want to
support
hear your point about MC Hammer though.
her. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
who
so I
who
mean,
point?
really, where's the
I
body?
want
Where's the body of work
your
for
point
Hammer?
about MC Hammer because MC Hammer had a lot of impact on the game.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, yeah. He
He
did.
did.
He
I
did.
mean,
He
he might not have the body of work, but his impact on the culture though.
Yeah, he's one of the top 10 people to ever influence or impact the culture for sure. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He did his thing to advance the culture. There's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? I mean, guys touring and making big money off tours like they did at a particular time. You know, he was one of the guys that ushered that thing in. Obviously, the artists dancing and being an entertainer. I think Hammer is. You got Drake them in that category. Uh, I don't know who else. Migos still might be his kids. I mean, it's the whole entertainment package. I mean, they bring a package more so than they bring a style.
Hey,
And
y'all
but you
know
could
what I
throw a
was
Hammer
thinking? Can
song
I say
on right
something
now
real quick?
today, and I bet you everybody doing the Running Man when that come on too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. For sure. I mean, in old Reg, you know what I'm saying? Old Reg will tell you, hey, look at his impact on, the culture as far as the clothing. I
Yeah.
mean, so, the man, his
Hmm.
impact, I think his impact is unquestionable. Whether or not he's a GOAT MC, that's something different. That's
He
something
don't
different. So
he don't get honorable mention.
no. But
But
shout out.
he
But
had
shout out.
a huge impact. Yeah, he had a huge impact on the game, like y'all said.
Yeah,
Unquestionable, huge impact on the game. When you
yeah.
can get brothers to wear like parachute pants, what?
Right.
Forget about it.
Right. This is true. This is true. I agree.
That's
I
facts.
agree.
That's
I agree.
facts.
I agree. I
Hey,
agree.
but also look, it's the family tree thing for me. Um, have you seen those family trees where you got the artists that started the main through and branched off from that particular artist or that particular crew. Definitely makes you hope when you can open doors for others, when you can birth other cliques, other crews, other put other people on. Touched on that, but how many people have spawned just coming into the game? How many people have you let come to the table to eat with you and made millionaires?
Hey, can I answer this? Because I want to know how y'all feel about this dude too, if y'all think he a GOAT. Because he done put other people on most definitely. But what y'all think about 50 Cent?
Oh, 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 you want to get greasy, huh?
I wouldn't put 50 in a GOAT. I wouldn't put 50 in a GOAT status, but I see what you're saying, sis. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And he definitely he definitely is one of the greats. But I would have to throw him in the honorable mention category, but I feel what you're saying. I see how you did that, and that's real slick.
Yeah.
Hey, but let me tell you what I think about
Man,
50. 50 is like the Mike Jackson of rap. That dude understand the power of making people dance in the club. It's your birthday. Go ahead, candy stick. That boy keep you dancing. I don't want to see you on the wall. I want you on the floor, two-stepping. He got that formula down like a mug, and that's what's done. What kept 50 on top, that dance music. And he tell you every time. People want to party. People want to do dope. People want to drink. People don't want to hear all of that intelligent shit all the time. I think that's his formula. And I agree with you, Jason. I still would put him in honorable mention. I wouldn't consider him like the GOAT, but I think he got a super huge impact. You know what I'm saying? G Unit, you know what I'm saying? That was that hardcore click and all of that. Yeah, but I think he got a
Mm-hmm.
doggone solid formula.
Yeah, I go
hey,
honorable mention
let me say,
with Fifth, man. You know what? I tell you what, at his best, Fifth. I mean, he had a mark. He had a mark, and I think he's an artist. You know, I put him in there with kind of like with Drake, maybe even Ye them. You know, their range is kind of wide. Their net's kind of wide. They do a lot of different things within the culture beyond the music. But I
Yeah.
think at his lyrical best, at his production best, he's worthy of honorable mention. Just not enough for me to say, oh yeah, you know, like man, when I'm going through a thing, I'm gonna go grab, you know, the
Yeah.
master or whatever. Probably
Yeah.
not, but I respect what
y'all
the brother doing. I
crazy.
respect his grind and his hustle for real.
Y-
It's unique.
y'all crazy. Now my
He said we
turn.
crazy.
My turn. Okay. Because I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I know that I'm sitting there talking. I love y'all. Y'all my brothers and sisters. But y'all obviously not no dang 50 or G Unit fan. Or y'all wasn't
Hey,
during
yeah,
that
I
time during
am
that
though,
heyday.
man. I
Cause
am.
did no this guy
Man, get rich or
no
die
ain't no way
trying,
ain't
Q.
no way.
Man, get rich or die trying. Hey,
So
I'm with you.
so so nah. So a song like
Classic,
Many Men.
classic.
Get rich or die
Many
trying.
no, y'all not feeling many men like I'm feeling many men. Okay,
I,
like I used to play that song. I was in Iraq playing that song, like you know what I'm saying, like getting my mind together, like you know what I'm saying, like that. Hey, right here. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, I'm ready to go crush whatever. Right?
right,
Y'all not them fans like that. And then y'all don't know about that mixtape game neither. That
right.
mixtape game was
And
crazy.
now see,
That
Yeah,
mixtape game
yeah,
was crazy.
this is true.
50, 50.
But
His
He,
mix got me.
now I now I'm gonna and look, I'm gonna tell you his
now,
impact on the game.
now, fit.
Let me
Now,
tell you his impact on the game.
now,
Hold
50
on,
is
hold
one of
on.
the greatest hustlers of all time. I say that.
period, period. He over there in that. He over there
Who?
in that
No.
perseverance
Listen,
category.
listen, listen. This guy made it mandatory because of his grind, his mixtape grind. That's how Eminem found him. First and foremost. Then everybody seemed like, oh snap, that's how 50 do it. Then everybody wanted to have a mixtape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then he moved on from that. He one of the first people that went on here and got into the internet thing and getting into social media and all that. Like this is 50.com. I remember when that first stood up. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the business mind. That's the business mind. But as far as like now, when y'all say honorable mention, I kind of teeter on that. But I'm not gonna let y'all take away from the brother, though. I'm not gonna do that.
No, we ain't
No,
trying to
because
take
that dude
away
is
from him
nutty.
at all.
I think his business acumen.
But y'all not
No,
y'all
no.
don't be listening. Y'all don't be listening to the fifth.
Hey,
Y'all
hey,
can't be listening to the
man.
fifth.
Hey, we got
Hey,
love.
listen, talk about that's a classic.
Yeah, we got love for old Curtis, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And then G Unit. I mean, but then like, and then we talk about. Let's talk about people he put on. Let's talk
Yeah,
about what about Game? What about Game?
Okay,
No.
yeah,
What
yeah,
about Game?
yeah,
yeah.
He put Game on, right?
yeah.
That song that you was talking about the last go round.
Yeah.
The yayo, him
Sis,
with the yayo on the game. Yayo on
okay.
the game.
He put Yayo in the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Banks, Buck.
Yeah, Lloyd Banks. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, when Mob Deep wasn't doing too well with Jive Records, he brought them over.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
He did.
He tried to do the same for MOP.
His mark
Hey,
questionable. The question is whether or not he's a GOAT.
But
Now his
hey, he
contributions
ain't taking
are
nothing from you.
man,
his contributions are GOAT worthy
look,
though.
man, and then
We ain't take. We ain't.
all right, I'm get off of it, man.
He
I'm
done.
off
All
it,
them
man.
boxes ain't checked. All them boxes ain't checked. A lot of them boxes is checked. Not all them boxes is checked.
Right, right,
Oh
right. Check it
man.
out.
Stop
Hey,
playing with me. Stop
hey,
playing with me.
hey, straight up.
I
Hey,
get I get money. I get money.
Oh
hey.
That
yeah,
junk was
yeah,
crazy.
But
yes, yes.
That junk was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
That was like a
So,
New
It
York
was.
anthem right there.
do
Whoa.
y'all need to go. Y'all need to go do some homework.
This is
Y'all
hot
need to do
Oh,
some
research.
knock it
homework,
off.
and then come back and this what you go do some homework. Then you come
Knock,
back and see
knock
y'all gonna
it
make me.
off.
Y'all gonna get on my uncle. I'm gonna get on my uncle murder now.
Don't get on your
Knock
This
Uncle
is
it
what
Murder,
you
off.
do.
man.
If
Don't
it's
get
a
on Uncle
problem,
Murder.
y'all go and do some homework, and then you come back and you holler at me, and that's that.
Hey, yeah, check that, that, check
And then
that.
he went and
Hey,
picked up Uncle Murder too. Yeah.
check. Hey, listen, y'all.
What's up?
For the
Mm,
interest of time, because we going. We an hour in. Let's do. Let's in this GOAT conversation. We all know who the regular GOATs is. We didn't already solidified that. But let's go around. Who? Let's name somebody that nobody else would just even think that fits all of these categories. That's a GOAT. Let's just put it out there. The new GOAT list right now.
Oh man, new GOAT list.
Not your
Wow.
Rakims, not your Jay-Z's, not your Nas's, but let's 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 make a new list right now. Four
I
MCs that's
gave y'all
GOATs.
one.
Start with 4-5.
I
Talk to us.
I gave y'all one already, and y'all rejected my deposit. Well, Big Brother rejected my deposit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Kendrick, Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, no,
Kendrick Lamar,
no
K
arguments.
Dot,
K Dot.
K
Hey,
K
shout
Dot
out to Detroit, Big
from
Sean.
That's what's up.
I.
K Dot, Big Sean.
Yep.
Um, ooh boy, new GOAT. Uh,
Drake.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know that's yeah. Yeah.
No, 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 no. You're not gonna do that. Ain't no nah, nah, nah. It's solidified.
It
No,
is. It is.
I can't. Drake is
He said,
Drake is the
somebody
GOAT.
that we
Drake
would
is the
know.
Damn,
GOAT.
y'all hate.
Drake is the
Can you
GOAT.
stop hating on your life?
Drake
No,
is the
Drake.
GOAT.
He is a GOAT.
Stop,
He is a
Yeah.
GOAT.
stop hating.
Yeah, no, he's a GOAT.
Drake is
Stop
the
hating on
GOAT
your
right
life.
now. Drake is
Yeah,
the GOAT right now, for
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Okay,
I
okay,
think
okay. All right.
if I had to pick if I had to select somebody right now that comes to mind, uh, man, I don't know how far. I don't know. I'm yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really
Y'all
don't.
ain't said J. Y'all ain't say J. Y'all ain't said
Mm.
J. Cole. You don't think J. Cole?
I think J. Cole, his name just didn't come to mind. Wale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, J. Cole,
You know,
for sure.
yeah,
Rose.
I get.
Rose,
Yeah, man, there you go.
I
There
think
it is.
Rip,
There it is. Right
yeah,
there.
Rip
Two
Ross.
There you go.
I think Two
Yep,
Chainz is one.
yep,
Yeah, I'm rocking. I'm
yeah.
rocking.
I
With
agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the
Yeah.
boss.
Um.
Straight up.
You
What
know.
y'all think about? What y'all think about? Let me see. We got Lil Baby, and then we got what's There's so many babies
Dub
out there
Baby.
right now. Not
Yeah,
Lil Baby, but what's the
Dub
other
Baby.
one?
I like
baby.
Dub Baby. I
Baby.
like
Dub
Dub
Baby,
Baby.
Dub Baby. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. What y'all
Yeah,
think about
I
him?
like him. I like the homie.
Nah.
I like him.
I
He
think.
got
I think.
he got an old soul. I like
Yeah,
him.
I think little baby. I
Nah.
think little
Nah.
baby. Little baby got a lot of range, man.
What?
I think the sky the limit for
Wait a
him.
minute. Jay said.
Yeah, yeah.
Jay said nah. Jay said nah.
Who?
Jay said nah. I
No,
think Jason
Nah.
said nah.
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 I
You ain't
said
okay.
no.
So
I said
you
no.
ain't you ain't heard that intro. You ain't heard that intro on his album, hey? On that Kirk album, have you?
I have it. I have it. Maybe I need to go listen to it.
Okay, so spend time with the baby,
Went and checked him out at the
then come
concert,
back.
man. He put on a pretty good show. I can tell you that. His stage game is
Well,
solid. You know what I'm saying? Stage game
well,
solid.
let me ask some other people that people don't necessarily think is like super lyrical, but like they move people. What about Gucci? What about Gucci man?
Cool.
I don't know if I would
Gucci man.
consider him a great. What about Young
It's gonna be
Jeezy?
some people that get on here. It's
What
What,
about
yeah,
Young Jeezy?
Jeezy? What about Tip?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
I'm a
gonna say
Gucci
that.
over
I was gonna
Jeezy
say
guy.
Tip is a great.
What
I
about
put
Tip?
Tip on the great list.
For real.
I'm a Gucci over Jeezy guy
Rubber
myself.
band get some love.
Yeah, Ti is a
Ti,
great.
of course, Tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Tip. Of course, Tip. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like out of that
Hey,
little school of people that
what y'all
came
think about
in
Lil
there, like,
Uzi Vert? But Drew got a following. Lil Uzi
Yeah.
Vert.
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't spent enough time with him to even say.
Yeah, he got a nice little
I
following.
can't really say.
Yeah. Him and Travis Scott, they
He
got
does.
real nice followings.
Yep, he getting down,
They
man.
do. They do. That I agree.
Getting
They
down.
definitely do. You know.
Hey, what about Young Jeezy?
You know.
Snowman.
I'm a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a.
Jeezy. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he got a follow. He got a follow. But I always like Gucci over Jeezy though. Me personally.
Word.
That's me.
That's what's up.
What about Common?
And some people, so
Yeah, we
hands
didn't
down,
earlier. I think he part of
hands
that.
down.
He part of that
He
other.
part of old school?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, we were talking
Yeah,
about new school.
yeah.
Talking
He
about newer
part.
school.
He made his mark.
Oh, hey, you want me to tell you who on my radar new school is that Young Dolph?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he on my
yeah,
radar.
Dolph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he got a lot.
Yeah,
He
Dolph
got
got some
a
nice
lot
music.
of potential, man. A
Yeah,
lot of potential. Let's see if he survives this game.
yeah. And I
Hard
can't
lead.
tell you, it's somebody when I heard him when I'm listening to him and I really didn't know who it was, he reminded me of somebody. But and I had to look at the phone like, who is this? But yeah, he on my radar.
You know
Hey,
who he remind me of?
hey,
Profile.
Who?
He remind me of that boy from
who?
down that way around the know yo, Soldier Slim. That's who he remind me of.
Okay,
He
somebody
do,
down south.
he do,
Peep,
Definitely.
peep,
Yeah.
peep
he
Soldier
do,
Slim music and then listen to Buddy.
he do.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He on my radar.
But hold on, before you go further, before y'all go further, I want to revisit that Gucci thing real quick, just to
Okay.
get it off my chest. All right, so look, cause look, cause look, y'all was quick to dub him like, nah, nah. But listen, man. First and foremost, the man work ethic is crazy. And let me tell you, Gucci is like he's like one of the best A&Rs that's not an A&R. Cause like a lot of the rappers is out now that went and blew up. Guess who found them first? Gucci. And I can tell you, Migos,
You right.
Gucci,
You
Young
right.
Thug, Gucci, okay, Young Dolph, Gucci. I can
Mm.
keep going. You
What?
know what I'm saying? Um, Even if he didn't put them out himself, he worked with them, gave them some game, and then they took off. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to that influence, who you put on, things of that nature. And his following is out of this world too.
You
So
right. You right, Q,
it's a
about
lot of
that.
it's a
You
lot of
right.
people like when y'all get on here and y'all say, nah, I guarantee we put this out here, people get in the comment section like y'all hate him. But I'm telling you, so I'm trying to be very broad in what I'm saying. Like I wasn't really a Gucci fan at first,
Yeah.
but I listened to some of
You
his
got a
music, man,
large body of work.
and and when you listen to some of it, is some people used to think, man, what is he talking about? But he's got actual songs where he like really like he puts himself out there. So like he's not the most lyrical, but I respect his hustle the most. He's an honorable mention. Let's say that he's an honorable mention. I respect his hustle when I seen how he grind. I
Yeah.
respected him a whole lot more. But I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest
Hey, Big J
because
son,
y'all
we got to
dubbed him
bring back
quick.
up them Griselda boys.
I don't
Oh,
I don't
indeed.
know
I'm
enough about
glad
him.
you brought
I
that
don't
up,
know I don't know
sis.
enough about him.
Uh,
Yeah, Conway and them.
what?
Benny the
Four
Butcher.
five? 4 5, you said that?
What?
Four
I
five.
said what?
What you sipping on, man?
Huh?
Did you just say I don't know enough
Y'all
about
breaking
them?
up?
Maybe you was just being facetious in that comment.
When I said what? I don't know enough about dude. When I said I don't know enough about dude.
Griselda boys.
No, Q was saying
When
that
Oh,
when she when she
Griselda.
said Griselda,
Hold on, y'all breaking up in my headphones. Hold on, what you said?
We was talking about the Griselda boys. Conway, Benny the Butcher.
yeah, take them joints off, man.
Oh,
Unplug them and plug them.
don't cut it out. No, you know what it sounded like. You said something about NBA. I thought you said something about NBA young boy. That's what it
No,
sounded like. I
no,
said I don't know enough about that dude. But y'all said Griselda
no.
boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Now you
okay,
now you're
okay,
okay. Now
okay.
now it makes sense. Don't do me.
right.
Don't do me.
We was this was about to turn into a roast session or something, man.
It was gonna get ugly, cut. Okay. It was gonna get ugly. It was gonna get ugly. No, of
But
course,
hey,
man. Hey, don't
check
do me like that. I put you on the Griselda, Jay.
I'm
I put you on
saying
the
though.
Griselda.
that
I'm saying though. They
right
they
that
they lead us up. They
that
lead us up to new
that's
school. We talking about the new ones.
right.
They definitely there. They
Right, yeah,
definitely
Q,
there.
you put me on, so
That's
I
undeniable.
just yeah, you put me on. You put me on with Benny, and I've
Okay.
been running ever since, man. Them guys, they definitely about to do, they about to take it to a whole nother level. But yeah, man, this is good talk, man. Good banter, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. We might have to do a part two to this.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Shoot.
you know what? I think we've already, clearly established that we
Yeah,
got those untouchable goats, and we can move past that. Yeah, we're not here to do
There
any
you go.
rankings. Who's one, two? That's for that you can do that on your own time. But I think now we got the new school. We could talk about some of where the culture is at right now and how the new artists in particular, some of them are moving,
Oh,
moving the culture forward. With the help of some of the OGs, Jay still around and Ti and Nas and um, Dr. Dre, Snoop, you know, a bunch of different ones. Twist is still doing things in the sky. Of course, Jay Prince and you know the
Yeah,
whole thing is still active, and um, you know the
yeah,
whole Miami sound. Can't forget about that. What they doing, and you know New York is going to be New York. It's
yeah,
always be somebody coming out of one of the boroughs
yeah,
that commands respect. So uh, you know, I think ultimately the culture is it's in a pretty good place. I think it's in a better place when you know we got the forefathers, the OGs like Snoop and them reaching back doing music with Young Boy and Nas with Big Sean and them guys. You know, like that that truly advances the culture. That truly advances the culture. So I love to see the mashups. I'm a big collabo guy. I'm a big collabo guy. You know,
yeah.
I've always liked working by myself, but man, you know, ain't nothing like a team. You know what I mean?
That's
Nothing
a
like a
fact.
team. Man. Nothing
That's
like
a
a team.
fact.
So you know,
Word, word.
I gotta throw my guy out there too. I'm a big Freddie Gibbs fan too.
yeah,
I like Freddie Gibbs, yo.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
The
need
man,
to
yeah.
listen to him a
If
little
he
bit more, but
if
I
he
think
ain't
he's definitely on the GOAT radar.
yeah.
oh look, let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. He got a song he did on his album Shadow of a Doubt, and it's a
Yo,
song he did with Black Thought. And y'all probably not gonna believe this or not, but he almost washed Black Thought on that song. He almost washed Black Thought. So don't sleep on my guy.
Yeah.
And y'all know, and y'all ain't even mentioned Black Thought in the GO process. Shame.
Cause I don't know. I mean, lyrically, yeah, but I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
Mm,
oh, oh,
don't
come
start,
on,
Q. Straight up. I mean,
you heard me.
we know,
You
yeah,
B
we
girl,
know that
B
yeah.
girl,
Thought is a
Go.
master
you breaking my
wordsmith. We
Black,
heart.
know that Thought is a
B girl,
master wordsmith. You know what I'm saying? We know that.
B girl.
Black Thought is a
I,
goat. Black Thought is a
B girl.
goat.
yeah,
I never thought it'd be you.
That
yeah.
stop
You
it.
got to
B
put
girl,
thought
Stop it. I
we
don't
ain't
know,
getting
man.
started, B
I guess
girl.
because I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking in the lanes of just worldwide. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you know what?
He a goat in his own right. I ain't
You ever
fronting.
seen
It's
a Roots
just
show?
you got to
You
put
ever seen a Roots show?
yeah.
You ever seen a Roots
I
show?
have seen
thought
a
in
room
there
show.
with three stacks, man.
So what are you
Put thought in there with
talking
three stacks.
about?
You know what I'm saying? I put thought in there with three stacks. You know, he's in a group, so he never really had a solo project. You know what I'm saying? So
All
he don't
right.
have that quote unquote body of work.
Black Dog goat.
Whatever he get on, he
Three
lays
stacks.
it, kills.
Thank you.
Three stacks.
Thank you.
He
Who you talking about?
kills.
Thank you. But
You talking about Black Thought?
I'm talking about thought. You know what I'm saying?
Three
I'm saying
stacks. Okay.
you put him in that category like three stacks. You know, they never had a solo project, so you're not basing it
Right. That right.
on that. But their body of work, you know, with their
Yeah,
group,
and I
you know,
guess that's what
otherwise,
I'm like.
yeah,
He's like a part of a group, but I mean, I feel you. I don't wanna because I got mad respect for Thought. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. As a
because
matter
you
of
know
fact,
he
though,
nice. You
it's
know he nice.
funny thing, he's got some
Yeah, he
single
nice.
tracks out right now. He's got some single tracks out right now that he killing. So
And
he got some stuff
and
No,
out
y'all,
there.
I can't even front on Thought.
No, no,
it's a lot of names that it's a lot of names that didn't get mentioned that deserve it, and that's why this is something that like we could. There's no way in all the world that we be able to get everybody into one episode. That's what I'm saying. Like sometime down the line, we might have to revisit this in a different in a
That's a
different
fact.
structure. You know what I'm
so
saying? Because
uh,
it's some names that I don't want to get into because it's gonna
Yeah,
go
cause
all the way into left field.
well, let's take it up on let's take it up on advisement, man, and everybody do a little homework and come back with they new, you know, a new
Yeah,
goats list. You know, some of the folks that you would like, you know, to debate, you know, where their status are right now. You know what they
and that's
doing.
another thing. See, Thought ain't no new goat.
Right,
You know,
right,
Right.
he ain't no new
You right.
goat.
You right.
right.
Yeah.
You
right,
know,
You
I mean,
right.
you know,
right,
when
right.
you
He's been
look at
around.
Thought
He
got
was, I put
Thought
Thought
got
in the
about
old
20
goat
years in the
category.
game.
yeah, he a
Yeah.
vet. He a vet. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you talking
Over
new
20.
coach, man. We gotta be
Over
talking,
20.
you know, the little babies and
Yeah.
you know, them guys, man, extension and you know, all them guys, Juice World, you know, all of them, you
Pop
know, J.
Smoke.
Cole,
Got
yeah, all of them, you know,
yeah.
see where they fit amongst, you know, they new age peers, where they at right now.
Pop
Yeah.
pop pop smoke.
Pop Smoke, man. Hey, there you go, Q. That's your 50 connect. That's a good
Smoke.
plug. Good plug.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
yeah.
plug.
Y'all, y'all. Hey,
Yeah.
look, yo, yo, yo. It's a lot. It's a lot of them out there. But we got. I mean, I concur. We need to all do some homework and come back with a
Boy.
new candidate, a new candidate for the GOAT status.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it really, honestly, it should be after. It shouldn't be anybody that came into the game after like 2010,
All right.
something like that. You know what I'm saying?
So we only
What you
talking
think, Jay?
on 10 years. We're giving everybody a
All right.
decade's run.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
U.S. Census.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very fair. I
See,
like that.
look, now, look. I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna go back and look at all them double XL covers and see what's on them double
Oh,
XL
knock
covers.
it
That's
off.
what y'all gonna do,
Knock
right?
it off. You,
Hey, oh, hey, you know what? we
thank you.
Cause some of them ain't
I'm
make
gonna
it.
get you.
Some
I'm
of
gonna
them ain't
get
make it.
you.
I got a teenager around here. He'll bring me up to speed on all that the last 10 years. He'll bring me up to speed on that.
You
I
know
may
what I'm
use them
saying?
as a resource,
I
but
got a couple.
Yeah.
I got a couple, but I hold on to it. You know, I got a couple. I hold on to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No doubt.
yeah,
No
yeah.
doubt. Man, I tell y'all what, man. I don't know where we
Look,
want to
we,
get
we
off.
we can all agree, like we know this will go all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm?
True story. True
Yeah,
story. Uh,
yeah. I got some tacos to get to.
yeah. I got that old fish
So
going. You know, I'm on my Rakim. I'm on my Rakim, man. Get this fish
Word,
going.
word.
Uh,
So
it's my
so
favorite
let's go
dish.
ahead and you got something for us for wisdom, my good brother Pune.
As a matter of fact, I do. As a matter of fact, I do. So,
Here we go.
once again, we are vastly approaching, uh, this year's election, and I'll be remiss because I watch a lot of, the information that go on from one channel to the next, and the debates and all the different things like that. So I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about hip hop's role in this upcoming election. In previous elections, we definitely had a big voice, and we voiced that voice. Your rapper vote, different things, different artists, Puffy, this guy, that guy, this guy. Doing different campaigns now this year, on the heels of some of the social events that took place in the country. We have NBA players and professional sports people doing a lot to open up avenues so people can vote. So being a part of this culture, it is incumbent upon us to make sure that we encourage all to vote. Whether we all vote in the same way or not, I don't think we're monolithic, so we all not gonna see things the same. But just the fact that that's a duty of ours, and we have an obligation to use that, to do that. I reject any deposits, as you said, of those individuals who narrow it down to say, well, neither one of these guys are going to do anything for us as Black folk or as our culture or whatever. There's a big difference in voting for somebody that will at least let you through the door to discuss your issues and concerns and topics, and or voting for somebody that really don't care to hear nothing about what you say, and that your plight doesn't even exist. It's a figment of your imagination. So there's a stark
Mm.
difference between the two individuals. Furthermore, one of the individuals did something that in our lifetime we hadn't seen, because Miss Shirley Chisholm came before our lifetimes as far as her political ascent. But Kamala Harris is on the ticket, and that's a sister, so all day long. Black men, brothers, and other sisters get out there and support her, if nothing else, because that means she's one step away from the presidency. So hip hop, do your thing. Every post, every tag, everything you do, get that message and keep urging that message for everybody to vote. You want to talk about wise? You want to be wise? Make the wise decision and vote. Do not sit at home. Do not sit it out. Do not think that your vote does not count. It counts, man. It really counts. We've seen elections where guys won by 200 votes. I think George Bush won by a real small margin in 2000. So it can happen. Your vote counts. So I just like to say from the Elements fam, we're going to wrap the vote. Everybody get out there. Make sure you register to vote, man.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what it is.
And so I leave them.
And that's what it is.
My man,
yo,
hey,
fam.
Power is in the politics that we address.
Yeah.
There you go.
Power is in the politics that we address. You know what I'm saying? So let's get out there and let's do our thing.
Word.
Love y'all, Elements fam.
Even the genius asks questions.
Even the genius asks questions.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go talk, man. Go talk.
Hey, y'all.
Go talk.
I got a word, and then we finna bounce. I got a word, then we finna bounce. Listen,
All right.
take this with you, marinate on it. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another opportunity to do what you had time to do. I'm gonna say that one more time. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another opportunity to do what you had time to do. It hit different, don't it? Let's get out there, man. Let's make it work. Let's make it hit. Let's take advantage of every opportunity, y'all. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Love you back.
Peace,
y'all.
peace.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Good
Elements,
night.
we out.
Well, see y'all soon.
We out, Elements.
Peace to the world.
Life is what you make, you dig? It's a school. It's lessons to be learned, man. Pass and fail. We all gotta play the game.
Who's amongst us without sin cast the first stone? Blood spills on these streets and makes the earth moan. I'm trying to right all my wrongs so that my firstborn don't catch these curses. These verses are meant to break bonds. These young cats out here wildin', yeah, we can pray for 'em.